Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Shara Shwada and today I'm going to talk about economy 1043. It was the group presenter of group 3, that is Nur Shara Shwada binti Fadli Sham. That is me, Hidayat bin Suhaimi, Wan Zakrul Adam bin Wan Isa, and Muhammad Darwish Akil bin Muhammad Nur Alfa Huda. So, what is elasticity? So,
What is elasticity? Elasticity measures how responsive one variable is to change in another. In economy, it primarily refers to price elasticity of demand, which indicate how much the quantity demanded change when the price change, and the price elasticity of supply, which show how much the quantity supply change with the price change. Additionally, income elasticity of demand measure the change in quantity demanded in response to change in consumer income, while cross-elasticity of demand reflects how the quantity demanded of one good change when the price of another good changes. Overall, elasticity help to understand the relationship between price, income, and market behavior. Now, I pass to Shara Shuhada. Question number one.
question one. Supposedly, you are the chief executive officer of a firm, and you have been planning to reduce your prices. Your marketing manager reports that the price elasticity of demand for your product is 0.65. How will this news affect your plans? For my answer, that is, as a CEO, since the price elasticity is 0.65, lowering the price would be result in an increase in quantity demanded. Therefore, the demand of my product will be inelastic. So, like, because since the value is zero then one, means that the consumer is unresponsive to the change in price. As a result, the total revenue will decrease because the higher quantity, we saw the quantity high. Because of that, it won't make up for the revenue loss from the lower prices. Because of that, given the inelastic demand, plan to reduce the price will likely not be a good strategy, in my opinion. So we have to either consider the consider lowering the prices, or to explore alternative strategies such as increase the product value or improving marketing efforts to boost so that we can boost the demand without ever lowering the price of the product.
Okay, now question two. Yesterday, the price of envelope was 3 ringgit a box, and someone was willing to buy 10 boxes. Today, the price has gone up to 3 ringgit 75 cents a box, and someone is now willing to buy 8 boxes. Is someone demand for envelope elastic or inelastic? Explain why. Here explains why someone whether the someone demand for envelope is elastic or inelastic can be ascertained from how change in the price of envelope change his behavior. He said yesterday when envelopes were priced at 3 ringgit a box, someone was willing to buy 10 boxes, but today, following the price rise to 3.75 cents, he is willing to buy only 8 boxes. The change could tell us how sensitive someone is with his respect to price change. Okay, now we're looking at the calculation percentage change in quantity demanded. We got negative 20%. And next is percentage change in price. The change price from 3 ringgit is and 3 75 cents, and we got 25%. So using this number, we calculate for price elasticity of demanded PED. PED equal to negative 20% divided by 25%, so we got negative 0.8%. So now the demand is elastic when a slight change in the price triggered a huge change in the quantity demanded. While in other words, when the quantity demanded does not show any substantial variance despite a steep increase in price, the demand is said to be increased inelastic. Here the price increased by 25%, 3 ringgit to 3 ringgit 75 cents, and Samad reduced his purchase by only 20% from 10 to 8 boxes. Because the percentage decrease in the number of boxes Samad buy is less than the percentage increase in price, his demand is inelastic. The simple means that even though the price has gone up, someone still need or want to buy the envelope and is not drastically cutting back his purchase. His demand for the envelope is not very sensitive to the change in price, which is something that happen with inelastic demand. So we can look the calculation and the graph here, the curve and all the calculation. This is for interpretation why some demand the envelope for envelope is inelastic, because when the price rise from 3 ringgit to 3 ringgit 75 cents, the quantity he was willing to buy fall only by a very small amount from 10 boxes to 8 boxes. Since PED is less than 1, the PED negative 0.8%, we can conclude that Samad is not very responsive to the price change, and hence envelopes are somewhat of a necessity, or there are not many substitutes available for him. Thank you.
Moving on to the question number 3, let's read the question first. The income elasticity of demand for t-shirt is equal to 1.3. You read in the newspaper that the economy has entered a recession, and you are interested in how this recession will affect the t-shirt business. Holding everything else constant, what do you anticipate will happen to the demand for t-shirt? Would t-shirt be considered a normal good given this information? T-shirt demand is influenced by the income elasticity of demand, or YED, which indicates that for every 1% increase in income, the demand for t-shirt is increased by 1.3. But when the recession happened, the income level for every people was decreased, and it will leading to a decrease in a t-shirt demand. T-shirt was a normal good, but when the YED value is greater than 1, the t-shirt are classified as a luxury good. Therefore, the recession may result in a decrease in t-shirt demand, potentially making them a luxury item. That's all.
So let's move into the last question. So the table below lists the cross price elasticity of demand for several goods. So we have Coke and Pepsi, Honda CR-V and petrol, Tea Life and Bumblebee, butter and margarine, motorcycle and helmet. So the question is, explain the sign of each of the cross price elasticities, and what does it imply about the relationship between the two goods in the questions. Okay, so first of all, the sign of the cross-price elasticity reveals the relationship between the two goods. The first one is positive cross-price elasticity. Positive cross-price elasticity indicates the goods are substitute, meaning consumer can switch between them when the price of one goods is rises. The second one is negative cross-price elasticity. Negative cross-price elasticity means the goods are complement, indicating they are typically consumed together. So, when the price increase in one goods, it will reduce the demand for the other. So look at the example that are given here. For the positive cross-price elasticity, Coke and Pepsi shows that these two soft drinks are substitutes. When the price of Coke increases, consumers shift to Pepsi and it will increasing the demand for the Pepsi. Similarly to Tea Life and Bubble Bee, they are similar substitution relationship. If the price of Tea Life increases, consumers move forward Bubble Bee and it will resulting in higher demand for bubble tea drinks. So for the negative cross-price elasticity, Honda CR-V and petrol have a negative cross-price elasticity, meaning they are complement. Since a car needs a petrol to function, if the price of petrol rises, fewer people are going to buy or use the Honda CR-V, and it will reducing its demands. Similarly to motorcycle and helmet, they are also complement. When the price of motorcycle increases, fewer people will buy motorcycles and it will leading to a drop in helmet demand because both goods are typically purchased together. So that's all from me. Bye.